Hello everyone and welcome back to Yoga for Wellness virtual version. My name is George and this is Bentley, and we have a really feel-good mixture of meditation and yoga practice today. So all you're going to need is something comfortable to wear. There's no props necessarily unless you really want to include them. Just Since we're going to be sitting still at the very beginning, maybe I recommend a pillow or block to place underneath your hips to help you feel nice and tall in the spine. With that being said, I would like to thank Wilks Recovery Revolution for the opportunity to share these classes every single week, both in person and virtually. It's an honor to get to share these classes because of you, so thank you. And thank you, community of Wilkes County, for the opportunity to continue sharing with you. And if you would like to see anything specific in the future, shoot a comment below or shoot me a message and I'll be glad to hear you out. With that being said, all you'll need is something comfortable to wear and your mats, and we'll begin. So I'm going to start in a nice comfortable seat. I'm going to grab a pillow to place underneath my hips. So take your time getting seated. And we have a visitor. This is my cat Luna. Your kitty. And Bentley is in competition with her. But these two will probably be in and out of today's video. Oh, also be sure to include your own music. I don't have music in my videos as everyone has their own taste. So this is your opportunity to set on any mood music to get you going through the class and to kind of get the mindset going. But yes, let's find a nice, comfortable seat of your choice, anywhere you can feel nice and tall in the spine, where you're comfortable feeling stationary for a little bit of time. Today's class is focused on centering the mind as foundation to set the body up for greatness. Let's feel and notice the areas of our body that meet the floor. And let's begin with a deep breath in through the nose. Inhale. And sigh it out. Deep inhale in. Maybe close the eyes. And smooth exhale out. Let's see if we can play with setting an intention for our practice before we go into our meditation. It can be stillness, it could be finding happiness or building energy, building self-confidence. It could just be the word to build, to grow. What have you? Find something, catch it, let it be yours today. And continue breathing deep, finding expansion with each passing inhale. And each exhale. Let's put aside our to-do list as we begin our meditative journey here. Take a moment to notice the quality of air in the room. Noticing any sounds that might pop up or any thoughts. And if your mind begins to wander during this meditation, return to the breath. Breathe in and out. Now let's take a little journey. Imagine, with your eyes closed, a shift in your surroundings. The room or space around you begins to change, to transform into sounds of the beach, sounds of the waves. The mat transforms into a soft bed of sand. That doesn't necessarily stick to you, but you can still feel the sensation of your feet in the sand as you sit. Notice the saltiness of the waves in the air. Take a deep breath in. Bentley. Take it all in. This is a good chance to practice Ujjayi breath, making sounds like a wave by slightly constricting the back of the throat. Let's practice. Breathe in. Constrict the throat slightly. Exhale through the nose. Breathe in, nice and tall in the spine. Ujjayi breath out. Breathe in. Last one. And Ujjayi breath out. In your imagination, take a look around at the beach that you created in your mind and soul. What do you see? Do you see people on the beach? Do you see them with something in their hands, maybe a fishing rod, or are they sitting in chairs or playing in the sand? Ask yourself that question without judgment and take a deep breath in. Nice and tall in the spine, and exhale, Ujjayi breath out. Relax the skin of the forehead. Keep breathing deep here. While still at the beach, noticing the sounds and sights in your mind's eye, you recognize a path that crosses your field of vision. A path leading into a small jungle-like forest near the beach. Curiosity fans the flame in you that inspires you to slowly get up in your mind's eye and begin taking the trail to the forest. The path beneath you is soft and comfortable. You feel a slight breeze on your skin as you walk to the small enclosure here. The forest is thick and green, full of life. As you begin to enter the said forest, just take a small stock of what you recognize here. What kind of trees, what kind of plant life is around you? Are there animals? Are there insects? Are there any other forms of life or inanimate objects that might find your gaze? Just observe without judgment anything that pops up into your mind. You continue deeper into this small grove here. And the path finally begins to find an end, and it ends at a stump, a nice flat stump that has an open notebook laying on top of it and a pen. And aside this stump is a small river. You can hear the trickling of the water moving down the river, and something about this stump seems super appealing. You wish to sit on it and reflect. With that in mind, you pick up the pen and paper, and notebook, on the stump. You observe it. You observe the quality of the paper, and you admire the pen. What does it look like to you? Breathe in and out. Here is an opportunity to continue your creativity in your mind's eye. Let's write a message on this paper descend down the river. It can be anything at all. Let's write some things down. It could be reflections of past actions. It could be reflections of the current self or the future. Take this time now to write your reflections in their mind's eye. You're feeling completely safe, feeling completely able to write your true feelings on this piece of paper. Breathe in and out. Take all the time you need to write this message. And meanwhile, just focusing in on your breath and your message. That's all that needs to be. Now that you've written a message down, you take the paper out of the book and you can do what you wish with it. You can fold it up and put it in your pocket. You can shape it into a boat and let it float down the river. You could do whatever you want with that paper. Now is your time to be creative and to let your thoughts flow naturally like a river. Take a deep breath in. Notice what you do with the paper. Just notice without judgment. And as you exhale, you let it go. Now bring your awareness back into the space. Bring your thoughts to where you're currently physically sitting. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a deep breath in, nice and tall. And exhale it all out. Slowly bat your eyes open. And take a moment to notice how you feel. Is it any different from where you began? And just notice without any sort of judgment. Bring your hands to your heart center. We bow chin to chest in gratitude and say, Namaste. That was our opening warm-up. We're going to continue with our asana. So continuing nice and tall, we're going to think nice and tall. Breathe in. Exhale, draw the chin to chest. Inhale, carve a line with the nose, look forward and up. Exhale, chin to chest. Breathe in, roll the left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, relax. Inhale, deepen the stretch. Think up and over. Exhale, round forward and through. To the right this time. And exhale, relax. Inhale, deepen the stretch. Exhale, chin to chest. Now inhale to the left. Use your exhale to round forward and through, and inhale to the right. Keeping your heart lifted. Go back and forth twice each side. If you find something that catches, that feels good, play with that. And then exhale, chin to chest to center, and inhale to roll it back to center. Awesome. Up and overs, plant the left palm, walk your fingertips out just a hair. Inhale, reach the right palm straight up, and then exhale over the body. Pull the right thumbs back. If your left elbow doesn't quite meet the mat, that's perfectly okay. Just find length in the right side body. Reach through your fingertips, and then exhale, float it down to the right. Inhale, reach the left palm up, walk the right fingertips over. Exhale, up and over to the right. Draw the navel in, pull the left thumb back, Stretch beyond the fingertips. Breathe. See if you can't look beyond your left armpit. Inhale up. Exhale, relax the hands down. Time for a simple twist. Place your right palm to your left knee, left palm behind you. Inhale, in, find length. Exhale, draw your navel in and up as you bring your gaze past your left shoulder. Inhale, find length and lift. Exhale, deep in the twist. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, palms back to center. Switch, bring your right palm behind you, left palm to rest on your right knee. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bring your gaze to the right, this time past your right shoulder. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, deep in the twist, draw the navel in and up. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, twist. You might have popped your back here. I know I just did. Deepen your breath. And then exhale back to center. All right, my friends, if you sat on the pillow, you can sit that aside. We are going to meet in all fours. So take your time getting here. There's no need to rush. You've already achieved the hardest part of practice, which is showing up. So give yourself some credit. So making sure to take meticulous love and care here. Placing your wrist directly underneath your shoulders, knees under hips. Spreading the fingertips nice and wide like you have two starfish that like to live on the mat here. From here, claw into those fingertips. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, look forward for cow pose. Really claw into those fingertips like you're pressing your heart forward. And then exhale, press into and away from the mat as you draw your navel in and up for cat pose. Chin to chest. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. One more each side. Maybe you go off the railroad tracks, bump the hips left to right. Do what suits you today. Maybe you bring your gaze and look at your booty. Do left and right. Awesome. Walk your hands forward just one step. Claw into those fingertips. Curl the toes under, and we're going to peel our hips up towards the sky. Allowing your heart to melt towards the knees. Let's go ahead and give our downward facing dog a walk here. Allow your fingertips to branch out left and right. And then allow your toes to go inward slightly. Breathe. Awesome. We're going to look forward, bring our right knee into the chest, and plant the right foot in between the palms. All right. You can keep your back knee lowered or lift, whichever you are in today. But I would like you to be light on your fingertips and focus on lifting your chest and gazing forward. Remember to keep those hips nice and square. Bring that right knee inward like you're squeezing it into an imaginary wall. Same with the back leg. And inhale, swoop the arms forward, up and back for high lunge or low lunge, depending on where you are. If your back knee is lifted, press into that back heel. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Plant the palms. Step that back foot to meet the front and forward fold. It's our first forward fold of the practice. Bend the knees as generously as you need. Breathe here. Allow your head to hang loose. Shake your head a little yes, a little no. Maybe sway from side to side. When you're ready, slide your hands up your legs to your thighs, nice flat back. And then we exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we're going to bend the knees, straighten the arms forward, and lift the hands up. Hips go down and back, chair pose. Surprise! We're getting a little leg action here. We're going for 3, 2, 1. Press into the heels away from the floor to stand. And then exhale, float the hands down to meet at the heart center. Tadasana with Anjali Mudra. Inhale, reach the hands back up towards the sky. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Hands on the shins, thighs, or even the floor. Plant the palms, exhale, bring back one foot and another. Lower all the way down to your bellies. Now glide your hands to the sides of your rib cage. Squeeze your elbows together like you're making grasshopper legs, pressing firmly into your foundation, tops of your feet, your pelvis, and try to put as little pressure on your palms as possible to make baby cobra. Exhale, release. Let's do one more. Inhale, baby cobra. And release. That's really good for strengthening the low back. Pressing back up to all fours, we shall meet once again in downward facing dog. Awesome. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, look forward, and out, relax the shoulders. Squeeze your left knee into the chest, look forward, and plant the foot in between the palms, either leaving the back knee lifted or lowered as needed. But keep the back toes curled under regardless. Gaze forward, heart lifts, hips square. And whenever you're ready, press into the front heel, lift the hands up, high lunge, or crescent lunge, depending. Maybe you bring your gaze up. Float the palms down, exhale. Bring your back foot to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll it all the way up, very, very slowly. Last thing to rise is your head. And exhale, relax the shoulders. Palms facing forward, hips shining forward and up. Heart lifts. Grounding energy in the back body. Notice how you feel. Awesome work. Inhale, swoop the arms forward, up and back. Bend the knees as you exhale. And we bring our hearts forward. Hips keep going down and back as we meet in chair pose. Building up a little heat. Inhale and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Exhale, plant the palms, one hand and the other, and bring the feet all the way back to plank. And we will either lower to cobra or chaturanga, half push up to up dog. If you were in cobra, go to all fours, then to down dog. And from up dog, we'll go straight into down dog. Take 3 breaths here. Cleansing breaths here. We're feeling alive today. Feel the connection with the floor. Awesome. Now I want you to anchor that left heel down to the mat. Lift the right heel up with your inhale. Exhale, draw the right knee into the chest and look forward. Plant the foot in between the palms and then place the right heel down by pivoting it to the right or pivoting the toes to the left. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Pressing firmly into the right foot, right heels. We're going to swoop the arms forward, up and back. Warrior one. Breathe. Maybe you adjust your warrior's legs here as needed. You want your heart guiding forward, palms parallel and up towards the sky. Fingers really nice and active, pulling the thumbs back. Deep bend in the knee, pressing firmly into the back pinky toe. And breathe. Draw the navel in slightly, heart lifts. And then exhale, ha. Warrior two. Open the arms out wide, let them fan out. Pulling those pinkies back, gaze past the index finger on the right. Breathe. Whenever your mind begins to wander, whenever you feel out of breath, see if you can slow the breath down, deepen the engagement. Awesome work. All right, we're going to cartwheel down to the front of the mat, pivot that back foot to parallel, step or hop that foot to meet the front. This time, bring your feet together, really together, like they're pressing firmly into one another. Inhale, halfway lift, your version, and fold. Bend the knees, squeezing the legs together, lifting the palms up, dropping the hips, chair pose. Now, we're not going for a twist yet, but I would like you to experiment with just placing your hands at Anjali Mudra at your heart center, keeping your heart lifted, and finding a little buoyancy, like a little bounciness in the hips. Beautiful. Inhale, press into the feet, lift the arms up. Ah, exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. This time, inhale, reach the hands up, make steeple fingers. Think up and over to the right. For the sake of this video, I'm going to turn to the face the camera. Up to the right with steeple fingers, pressing firmly into each leg, or pressing the legs into each other for balance. If you want a little extra, you can do a little curtsy, stepping your left foot behind the right foot. Gives you a little extra stretch on the left. Inhale up. Nice and tall. Exhale to the right. Maybe a little curtsy. Nice deep stretch in the sides are so important. Inhale up. And then exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift your version. Exhale, plant the palms, bring back a foot and another, lower to cobra or chaturanga to up dog. And we will meet together in downward facing dog. Take your time. Beautiful work. Inhale, lift the left foot up high this time, anchoring in the right heel. Exhale, draw the knee in towards the chest, look forward and plant the foot in between the palms. Pivot out that right heel so you can plant the heel. Press into the left heel into the mat here and inhale, sweep the arms forward and up for warrior one. Pull the elbows or pull the thumbs back. Heart's lifted, pressing into that pinky toe on the right. Deepen your stance or narrow as needed. Two more breaths. On your next out breath, spread the arms out wide for warrior two. Really reach the fingertips outward, engage. Bring your gaze past your left index finger. You guys are doing awesome. Keep focusing on your feet, pressing them into the mat. Inhale, reach forward and cartwheel over. back to our lunge. Step or hop that back foot to meet the front. Inhale, halfway lift. And we fold, exhale. Inhale, roll it all the way up, very slowly. And exhale, hands to heart. You guys are doing a great job. Give yourself some credit. Inhale, swoop the arms forward, up and back. And swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, bring yourself back into a plank, and we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Bellies to mat, palms at your ribs side, squeeze the elbows in, inhale, baby cobra. We're doing 3 this time. Exhale, release. Inhale, baby cobra. Press into your foundation, you got this. Release. Last one, inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, release. Press up to all 4s. Meet once again in down dog. Gorgeous. All right, pressing firmly into all 10 fingertips, all 10 knuckles. Anchor the left foot, raise the right hand up high with your in-breath. And this time we're stacking the hips, one on top of the other, and bending the right knee. Breathe in. Just getting a little extra hip stretch action. Then exhale, draw that right knee in and up, looking forward and planting the foot in between the palms. Anchoring that back heel. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up for warrior 1. Once again. I'm breaking a sweat now. I'm alive and awake. And then exhale, open out wide for warrior 2. Breathe. Gaze past your index finger, pulling the pinkies back. Deep in your stance maybe. See if you can find something new. Inhale, reach forward, drop the back hand, flip the front palm, inhale. Exhale, up and over for peaceful warrior. Left palm can rest on the thigh or wrap around the back, or even take a bind by wrapping the fingers around the front thigh. Breathe, gaze up. Pull the elbows back. Now cartwheel, planting your right palm to the inside of the right leg. And then reach the left hand up for extended side angle. If this is too much, place your right elbow on your right thigh. Breathe deep. Inhale. Exhale, plant the left palm, pivot the back foot so we're back in our low lunge. Plant the left palm, reach the right hand up for a twist. Beautiful. And exhale, plant the right palm. Step or pop the back foot to meet the front, and we squeeze our feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, chair pose. Squeeze the legs together, really together. Lower the hips down and back, pull the thumbs up. Then bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, pressing firmly the palms together. Then we're going to take our right elbow and hook it to the left side of the left knee. Finding a twist. Bringing your heart to reach towards your thumbs here. Breathe deeply, pressing firmly into each palm. Lower the hips if needed. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Inhale, halfway lift once again. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll it all the way up. Reach the hands up high. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the hands way up high once again. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Exhale, lower all the way down to cobra or chaturanga to up dog. And we'll meet again in downward facing dog. You guys are doing awesome. Let's breathe. 2 more breaths. You can pedal it out or stay stationary. Awesome. Now anchor down on the right heel this time. Slide the left leg all the way up and stack the hips. Breathe here. Maybe you bend the left knee, get a little extra. Keep even distribution of weight in the left and right palms. Then exhale, draw the knee in and up to look forward and plant the left foot in between the palms. Find your positioning. Pivot that back toe or back foot. Inhale, swoop the arms forward, up and back. Warrior one. Nice, powerful, strong positioning here. Breathe deep. Then exhale, open wide, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward, flip the front palm, drop the back hand up and over. Peaceful warrior. Pull the left thumb back. Position your right hand as needed. And then cartwheel down. Plant the left palm inside of the left leg. Reach the right hand up high or place the left elbow on the left thigh for extended side angle. Gaze upward. And then plant the palm, pivot the back toes and step up. Feet together, really together. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Exhale, forward and bow. Inhale, reach all the way up high. And then exhale, bend the knees, drop the hips down and back, palms to heart. You know what this means. We're going to take our left elbow and hook it on the outside of the right knee. And twist. Bring your heart to thumbs. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, unravel. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, bring back one foot and another. We are in plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, you got this. 1, onto hands and knees. Beautiful. Give yourself a pat on the back. You guys have done a wonderful job. Inhale, cat or cow pose. Exhale, cat. And let's bring ourselves back onto our hips onto our heels. All right, from our hips on our knees, we're going to bring our knees as wide as the mat and then walk our hands forward, allowing our hearts to melt all the way down to get a really good chest opener. But the key here is to really take your time, focus on keeping the tailbone reaching down towards your hips as we slowly melt the heart downward, using our breath and our fingers here to walk forward. With each exhale, relax the heart down, allowing it to melt towards the mat. Let everything go. Experience sweet surrender to stillness at this present moment. After all that awesome movement, that work, this is your chance to really enjoy time just to be still, which
seems in adult life is fewer and farther between. So really take time to find the joy in this moment. Awesome. Use your heart to guide you forward to all fours. We're going to draw our right knee forward, pivot the left leg, the right leg, so it is almost perpendicular to the body, and reach back our back toes, pigeon pose, starting upright to start. Keeping your heart open, getting a good leg stretch, and then walking your heart down, maybe placing your forearms down, using them as a pillow for a moment. Breathe here. Remember your Ujjayi breath. All right, unravel. Step your back knee up just a bit. Unravel the right leg, and we switch. Bring back your right knee. Bring your left knee forward and pivot. Bring out the left leg. Step back the back leg and start your position in pigeon with your heart lifted. And then walk yourself down as needed. Maybe using your forearms as a pillow. Breathe deep into any space that feels tight. Awesome. Bring yourself back up. Unravel. And place yourself, or swing your right foot around. Bring your feet as wide as the yoga mat. Knees about 90 degrees. And then allow your knees to fall to the left and then to the right. Simultaneously, you can have your palms where your fingers are facing you. You get a good wrist stretch as well as you lean back. So breathe into these stretches. You got this. You're doing great. One more each side. Okay, awesome. Okay, make sure you got plenty of room. We're going in for our boat pose next. So leaning back into your palms just a bit, we're going to begin with lifting one foot up off the ground and then the other. So the legs are parallel with the floor and the sky. And this might be your boat pose. If this is where you are, stay here. If you want a little more, you can practice with your arms extended at the sides of your legs, keeping your heart lifted. Breathe. Maybe if you want a little extra from here, you can tap one toe down and the other, going back and forth. Maybe you can practice with opening the arms and the legs with your inhale, and then exhale back to center. Inhale, open, and exhale back together. Inhale, open, low boat. Exhale back together. Wherever you are, find your boat pose. We're going to hold or play around with for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Catch your legs, bring them in. Give yourself a hug. And then we're going to capture our thighs and roll onto our backs. Nice and slowly.
First, bring your knees in, give yourself a hug. Find a gentle sway from side to side. And release. We're going to meet on our backs, knees bent. Place your palms at your sides, press firmly. We're going for bridge. Inhale, lift the hips up off the sky, or off the ground towards the sky. Allow your hips to shine. Your chin reaches slightly towards the sky. And exhale, roll it down. Nice and easy. We got 3 of these. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, relax it down. Last one. Inhale, press firmly into the mat or grab hold of the mat if that's still too much. We go up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower it down. Awesome work. Grab hold of the knees. Make circles with the knees here to find relief on the low back. Now here's your opportunity for some yoga freestyle for a couple of minutes before we conclude in our final resting posture, Shavasana. So if you got any pose now that helps you get any extra wiggles out, helps you finalize your practice, go for it. Again, this is a class that's sectioned into meditation, so we are going into a body scan meditation next. So just be mindful. I'm going into Happy Baby to really get any of those last stretches out on my legs. The legs carry a lot of stress in our body, so try to loosen those up just a bit. Breathe, my friends. You're doing great. And when you're ready, we will all meet in Shavasana, corpse pose. This pose, we're just going to be laying flat on our backs. Make sure you're nice and comfortable. I'm going to guide you through a brief meditation, body scan. But first, let's just focus on lying still on our mats. Palms facing the sky, shoulder blades may shimmy underneath the heart space. The eyes may close or they may soften the eyelids. Take just a normal inhale in and exhale. Allow yourself to feel like you are supported and safe. Feel as if the mat has risen up to meet your body. Take this time to really feel connected to the floor or ground beneath you. Notice the parts of the body that meet this floor. Is it the heels, the calves, the glutes, the shoulders and head? Maybe the arms and the backs of the hands. Just notice. Take stock of the entire body, of its being here, you being here in this present moment in stillness. We'll scan up through the body, beginning with awareness to the bottoms of the feet, with the heel, the ball, the toes. Without judgment, we expand our awareness up the foot to the ankle, up the shin with the calf and the knee. Then bring our awareness further up the leg to the thigh and the hips and the pelvis. Just noticing how it feels. Just notice.
Begin spreading your awareness up past the hips, using the spine as a guide, from the tailbone all the way up past the coccyx, the sacral bone, up the spine to the ribs and the internal organs, the breastplate, the collarbone, the shoulders, to down our arms, to our forearms, our palms, our fingers. Now, full loving awareness all the way from your shoulders down to your toes. Now we bring our awareness up our neck, and as we continue, just the spaces that I mention, see if you can find softness as I call out the names of these parts. Beginning with the jaw, find ease with the jaw. The tongue, if it's on the roof of your mouth, allow it to release away. The cheeks, allow them to relax. Allow your lips to relax. Your chin. Bringing your awareness up to the back of the head, to the crown, across the forehead, to around where your eyes and nose are. Allow these places to relax. You're feeling completely and totally at ease, feeling supported, feeling completely at rest. Take full stock now of how you feel without judgment, from the crown of your head all the way down to the toes. Notice yourself at whole, notice your feelings, notice anything that comes up, and bring yourself back to the breath if your mind begins to wander. I welcome you to join me for a few more moments in silence. Just be present with your body and the space that you've cultivated at this time. And I'll conclude in a moment. Okay, my friends, time to bring awareness back into the space. I invite you, before opening the eyes, to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe swaying your head to the left and the right. Maybe keeping your eyes closed, we're going to interlace the fingers and reach them away from the body, past the head, and pointing the toes opposite direction for one full body stretch. And from here, bend one knee or the other and fold it over the opposite leg to roll the body to its side. Maybe now you use your arm as a pillow for a moment. And when you're completely ready, we'll press up to a seated position. We conclude this yoga class. Thank you for showing up for yourselves and taking the time to practice. We bring our palms together in gratitude for this moment, and we bow and say, Namaste.
Thank you guys for joining again today. Now I will be virtual next week as well, so stay tuned for a new video also. And if you have anything you would like to see, message us and we'll be glad to hear from you. I hope you guys have a wonderful week and I'll see you again soon. Take care.